verschwinden lassen liegt vor, wenn eine Person von einem Staat oder einer politischen Organisation heimlich entführt oder inhaftiert wird und sich anschließend weigert, ihr Schicksal oder ihren Aufenthaltsort bekannt zu geben. Dadurch entzieht sich das Opfer dem Schutz des Gesetzes, was oft zu längeren Inhaftierungen, Foltern und manchmal außergerichtlichen Tötungen führt.
Sie stellt eine schwere Verletzung internationales Rechts dar und erfüllt die Kriterien von Verbrechen gegen die Menschlichkeit. Die Stimmen, die Überlebenden und die betroffenen Familien enthüllen ein erschütterndes Bild. Willkürliche Verschleppungen, gefälschte Kampfhandlungen, Folter und Misshandlungen. Was in Baluchistan und Südaserbaidschan geschieht, ist keine innere Angelegenheit eines Staates. Es ist eine globale Frage der Menschenwürde, die niemanden von uns gleichgültig lassen darf. Besonders tragisch ist das Schweigen der internationalen Gemeinschaft, während weltweit zu Recht auf Taten in anderen Konfliktintegrationen hingewiesen wird, bleiben die Schreie der Baluchen und Azeris oft. Nana khalkat virano dabe bandho pursano ora ko bun tiro kinga hamari ko dado kinga ora khwaja ko begwaho ora godik tanyao bashta de bayaban.
Dear people of Khol, today the 30th of August we stand together on a day declared by the United Nations General Assembly in 2010 to honor the victims of enforced disappearances. It's a day of remembrance, it's a day of solidarity, and it's a day of resistance against silence. I come from Pakistani-occupied Baluchistan, a land that was first divided, then occupied by the brutal and undemocratic states of Pakistan and Iran. For decades, the people of Baluchistan have been struggling to resist this occupation, fighting for independence and for the unification of our homeland. But instead of dialogue, Pakistan and Iran have chosen repression. Instead of justice, they have used their militaries, and instead of rights, they have given us fear. One of the most painful tools of this repression is enforced disappearance. In Baluchistan, the numbers are in tens of thousands. Men, women, students, doctors, teachers, activists, taken into custody, never brought before a court, never given the right to a legal trial. Many are kept in secret torture cells for years, even decades. Some names from the very long and unending list are Ali Asghar Bangulzi, Dr. Akbar Mari, Dr. Dim Mohammad Baloch, Zakir Majid Baloch, Ghafoor Baloch, Zahid Baloch, Asad Baloch, and the list goes on. But for every name we mention, there are countless others whose stories remain hidden. In Baluchistan, the cruelty is so deep that families sometimes feel fortunate when their disappeared loved ones are killed in custody and their bodies are dumped in the mountains of Baluchistan. Because at least then they can bury them, at least then they have an answer. This practice does not only destroy individuals and families, it spreads terror throughout entire communities. It creates a climate of insecurity and fear, where everyone can be next. The silence, the uncertainty, the waiting, it's a torture of its own. But enforced disappearances is not only a Baloch tragedy, it's a global problem. From Latin America to the Middle East, from Asia to Europe, enforced disappearances have scared societies. Once a hallmark of military dictatorships, today they are used in civil conflicts and as a tool of political repression against opponents, journalists and human rights defenders. Yet we stand here today not in silence, but in defiance. Because to remember is to resist. To speak out is to protect the truth from being buried. And to stand together is to show the world that enforced disappearances will never erase our demand for justice, freedom and dignity. Thank you.